Loss and gain are commonplace. It's a risk we face when we live in a world which is full of uncertainty. Sometimes our hearts hurt when we lose something we love or are passionate about. Sometimes our hearts experience extraordinary joy when we obtain something we have long hoped for and worked hard for. That is what is called the romance of life. For this reason, a gaping chasm opens up in life which separates the rich from the poor, although fundamentally they are all no different from one another. They are all human beings. The only difference is the size of their possessions. Returning to the state of loss and gain, these things create the chasm between the two. A person can be considered poor simply because they experience more loss than gain. Whether it's the loss of possessions, opportunities, intelligence, the courage to compete, or even good fortune, which rarely favors them. A person can be considered wealthy simply because they frequently experience things that involve gaining or acquiring, whether it's profits, good opportunities, greater courage, speculation that often favors them, more comprehensive capital from family, and so on. Being poor doesn't necessarily mean they are lazy people who are reluctant to work hard or dull-minded because they lack good business instincts and skills. Also, being rich doesn't necessarily mean they are brilliant, hardworking, big-time speculators, or whatever. The absolute difference between the two is their life path, also known as fate. It's not uncommon to happen for people to start out living below the poverty line, but in their old age, they become incredibly successful simply because of the small unexpected things they do. There are also many people who lived in luxury at the beginning, whether due to heredity or hard work, suddenly went bankrupt because their business was completely destroyed, leaving them poor in their old age. This is proof that humans can only plan. God has all power. But regardless of anything, if you must experience loss, lose whatever, because we can still try to regain it another time. But don't lose your dignity and self-respect as a civilized human being. Gain whatever, because that is indeed part of the world, but don't ever gain a great disgrace that will have fatal consequences and ultimately destroy yourself. Greetings.